Yeah.
Says how many more signs of the Day of Judgment are left?
Look, we don't really go by numbers like that, right? But most of the minor signs have already passed. And some of the major signs, even Nabawi and others have discussed, have come to pass. You know, like we don't really do like a calculation like 10 minus 36 or something like that. When you see the signs coming true in front of you, it's just a wake-up call, right? We're not worried about when the Day of Judgment is. Only Allah knows. Even the Prophet ﷺ didn't know. Jibreel ﷺ didn't know. No guy on YouTube or TikTok knows. All those people, oh, Day of Judgment, this day. All those guys sitting there, you know, whatever that, Imran was saying, whatever that crazy guy is, right? The one thought Dajjal was like a robot or some stupid satellite. All that nonsense, you know. Rasul explained Dajjal as a person. He's a person. We're not here to make ta'wilat of Dajjal now. But things like the Bedouins who couldn't read or write now competing and building tall buildings, this has come true in our generation. 7 of the 10 tallest buildings in the world are in the Middle East right now, owned by people who were from those same Bedouin tribes, right? When I was in Emirat, there was an interesting story about a guy in Ras Al Khaimah. And you know, he was a good guy, a Bedouin, you know, solid, mashallah, prayer kind of a guy. But he never went to school. He never learned how to read or write because, you know, he was a Bedouin. But alhamdulillah, he got money and stuff. So he built buildings. And he didn't like cars. He didn't like houses. He lived in a tent. Even though it had a mansion, but he lived in a tent next to it because he just liked that natural lifestyle, right? And he would go on a donkey. Like he had a donkey he liked and he would go on it. He had passed away by the time I got to Emirat, but I met some of his family. But he would go on the donkey to collect rents. And he couldn't actually count it up, so he would bring you and he would tell you Uqsam billah, like take a qasam by Allah that this is how much it is. They would say yes. He said okay, I'm not gonna check it. Couldn't read or write, owned tall buildings, right? So that sign of Day of Judgment came true in front of us, right? The worship of Lat and Uzza in the Arabian Peninsula, this one shocked me, right? Because see, I could imagine somebody saying, oh, atheism will grow or something like that, you know, or Christianity or Judaism. It's not going to, but I'm just saying, right? But Lat and Uzza, like who worships Lat and Uzza? Like they don't have a community anymore. They don't have a church. They don't have a temple. They don't have any of that, right? So I thought, how will that happen? I knew it was a sign of the judgment. I knew what happened, but I couldn't imagine it. And then I saw these posts online. People in the Arabian Peninsula posting worship of Lat and Uzza. No. It's not big, like don't get me wrong, it's not like, you know, but that sign came true in front of our eyes. When you talk about the Day of Judgment, don't worry too much about is it tomorrow or the day after or the 10 years. Worry about what you prepared from your own iman, your own amal. Like the Bedouin when he came to ask the Prophet one of the days, he said, what did you prepare for it? Right? People take it like a prediction for like a fight or game. When is it going to happen? Don't worry about that, bro. We already know how it's going to play out, you know? So.
Do you have questions that need answering?
Alhamdulillah, great opportunity for you to get your questions answered. A lot of people send us questions on One Message Foundation and it overwhelms us. So we started this channel just for you. Get your answers here, inshallah, by sending an email to shaykhUthmanqa@gmail.com. So all one word, Shaykh Uthman QA, no spaces, no dots, no hyphens, nothing like that, @gmail.com.